Yes, I think it's working now. Is it working? It might be working. That would be wonderful. It's not that one, it is this one. Is it working? It looks like it's working just fine. I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay, that's very good. Alright, let's not touch it. I'll be right back in a second. Yeah. Oh, yes. Alright. Well, that's wonderful. Alright. Alright. Hmm. I think everything's working just fine. I'm not sure though. Alright. Well, things should be fine. Mm. Um. Yes, there we go. Alright, everything should be fine now. Alright, so you saw the thing, you looked at the title, and clicked on this video for whatever reason that you did. Well, see, I'm writing a paper about piracy, and mostly white people do it. Just as like, oh, way of figuring out things. I sound really dumb when I'm saying this because I recorded earlier, and I don't know where I was going with that, but I sure did. Where was I at? I just typed this up. Well, it isn't really lost in the normal sense of the word, as you aren't losing a customer. You are losing more intrinsic things like IP value. IP value in what? At the top. But how'd you save? That line below it is there because she has just put it there. Let's not forget. Taste yourself, ma'am. Alright. does have both sides. I don't really need that. Which could be we'll go with antagonistic. Oh, how about damaging? What's that little gray highlight? Oh, do I have two spaces there? I do. I can spell. Hmm. No, just Blu-ray. You know what I could do? I could watch a YouTube video while doing this and just turn off desktop audio from interacting. I know this is likely not exciting content. Let's see. I have 3 pages currently. I need to copy my bibliography over. This is the bibliography page, you see? Oh. Hmm. Oh. Don't check for this issue. I don't want clarity. Actually, in this one, I think it strengthens it. Because otherwise it'd be... See, that's the problem. When you're writing, you can't speak with the same intonations and gestures and stuff that you would normally speak. Like what I'm saying, as it's basically stolen content, you have no ability to control the media. And things that block or internally protect them, and other things within it, will now be under their control and not yours. That hits different than people are also using things without having paid for them, which could be damaging. As it's basically stolen, you have no ability to control the media. It's different. And it's... I don't know. A normal user. But... think of a crab. sorry. Alright. This leads more into the second. This leads more into the next part of the essay, which has less to do with the reasons and stuff, more into the pros and cons. I guess you could say I don't really have any viewers to discuss this with, but hey. Often, this leads into next point. The people who are I don't want to say generally quite advanced, generally quite logically knowledgeable. Name of its I should do both the it's the same way. I never really learned how to do those kinds that are not like possessive. I think this is possessive though, so I think it goes there. I'm going to add Blu-ray to dictionary because I think that's how it is. Blu-ray. Oh, that's how it is. Okay. Who owns the Blu-ray format? I don't know. I have so many tabs. Oh my goodness, this looks awful. It says secure? Okay. I don't think I have any ad blockers on. But like goodness sakes, look at this. This looks awful. What? Who owns Blu-ray? Oh, Sony does. No, that is not the same thing. Blu-ray is digital optical data storage designed for CD format, released in storing medium high def at this point. HD TV is only 720? Oh, okay. It's just a term. What does HD actually stand for? I don't know. Really? 1080 isn't that bad. Ooh, it's only 30 frames a second. It's still not that bad, especially for a few years ago. There's an 8K resolution exclusively in Japan? Okay, it looks like you can potentially. Oh, sorry. Who owns it? Who? By who? Oh, by Sony, okay. Is it literally just a specification, though? Huh. Hmm. Mm-hmm. PS3, 4, and 5, and Xbox One and X. One series. Okay. What's archival disk? Hmm. Ultra HD. Hmm. History. Who owns it currently? Hmm. All right. Um. Social impacts of online piracy and broad media suffer both alarming and profound piracy in society. These laws are conservative. 265 billion a year even before the turn of the century. There is no way that is correct. There is no way that's correct. Like just straight up, not in 1999 and not before 1999. Just like I'm not even like a coping thing. There there wasn't a third of a billion to lose back then. How much is 295 in today? 295 B 1999 in today. Yeah, no, that's like $600 billion. There is no way. Like I, I don't care. There wouldn't have been $600 billion to lose. Just that. How do I? I don't care. This is a citation. Uh, how do I open it up? Sure, just have a bad interface. Whatever. Okay. Where was that? Over here. I think it was over here. Yeah, this is where I started off at. I have cited. Hmm. Um. That one, and have I cited the Vietnamese study yet? I think I talked about it, but I don't know if I cited it. Okay. I kind of went that entire paragraph without doing it, which is not good. Where can I plop a citation in here? Ability to control the media and things that internally block or protect things from not be under their control. Okay. Alright. Do I still, what do I have in my paste right now? Yes, I do. Okay. I am deleting all of this because I only need oh, that just sends it to the very beginning of the doc. I don't need that. These are also all my sources. Okay. And delete and delete. All right. These are all 5 of my sources right now. I kind of need another one for purposes. That should be, yeah. We'll do high priced. High quality, maybe? Well selling does not sound good. High priced. Highly valued. How about that? Thousands. I should probably look it up before I just say that, but I don't want to do that. Also, oh, I was moving around with my, okay. Any more? Oh yeah, I got completely distracted before. What I was trying to say here is, it used to be, as far as I know, that you could just look up pirate movies or movies free, and you'd be able to find some place. It's not like that anymore. And generally the people that are able to do this kind of thing are way more advanced than even me, really. And the kind of skills that are used there, well, not all of them are going to be able to be used. So the kind of skill set that somebody in like IT would need. And the kind of person that's generally really valuable and are just kind of wasting their skills burning Blu-rays to sell for $5. Which I do respect the hustle, but find a real job. Find a I need to H Blu-ray with Blu-ray. Wait, what? What do you mean one replacement? I did it twice. Um, I know I used it earlier. Did I really only use it once? I feel like I said it twice. Oh, I must use it up here and then delete it off. All their downloads. What's the game that's coming out? That's out right now. COD 3. Let's see. Data mining. It is data mining is one word, right? Let me check with another tab that's not massively. This one isn't. Okay. Data mining. Minging. Okay, it's 2 words. Alright. have an example that I'm actually going to use for this. Now, probably not what you would think. A while ago, a few days, actually yesterday, I think, I heard something that I hadn't actually thought about before. Um, this guy had been in the military, and he had lost his arm. Like, he had lost his entire arm in an IED explosion. And he was on the Unsubscribed podcast, and they were talking about it, and one of the hosts had either known or heard of some special unit. What are they called? Is he here? And I've just been talking over him the whole time. He's not. Okay. Some like operator kind of people. Whatever. My words are not wording. Who had been called back into service after like he had lost his arm. And the thought process behind that is you wouldn't think about it, but a soldier is expensive. Like, they just threw out the number, and I don't actually know if that's a real number at all, but they threw out the number of like $2 million. Like a special, like the fancy guy who's going to be taking a sniper rifle, crawling through the jungle for 3 days to shoot an arms trafficker is like a $2 million guy. Like, that's the kind of guy you want. And if that means buying an $80,000 prosthetic for him, you do that. It's worth it. It's completely worth it to have him in for another 3 years. Even if it's only 3 years, even if it's only 6 months, it's worth it to have the specializations that he has, or goodness sakes, or the skills that he has. Even if he can only train people, that's a very useful skill to have. It's not the kind of skill that you can just get off of a tree. That's the kind of skill that takes a few years to get. So if you can save them, and more than that, if you can get them back in, it's a very valuable skill that you have that you're able to get back for. It's a $2 million skill set that you're able to get back for $80,000. It's a steal. And the kind of people that are pirating, especially these days, are generally very techie people. And, well, yeah, they're just burning Blu-rays to sell them for $20. That's a maybe not burning Blu-rays is a valuable skill, but that's generally going to be a very smart person, or someone that knows their way around the tech field well enough to figure out how to do that pretty quickly and easily. And they have enough interest that are doing that. So generally, either they really want to do that thing and have a lot of drive, they really want the money and that's just the way that they thought of doing it, or I don't know, some third option that I thought of but I forgot, but they're generally, it might not be a $2 million man, but they have a very valuable skill set that can draw a boatload of money into a company. Or probably more accurately, they're able to better conserve large amounts of money for a company. Like, say, I don't know, you're the IT guy for a company. He does things for the company that the company generally can't do themselves. Like, how many pharmacy bosses do you know be able to go into their computer system and fix a Windows bug that is, I don't know, making it so their system can't reach out and touch this other system because of security clearances or something? They're not the kind of guy that you would want to do that. You probably already have guys on staff, but you would want them to go fix that problem for you. But who are those guys? They're these kind of guys. And these kinds of guys are those kinds of guys. The same kind of guys, just one is clearing problems for a pharmaceutical company, And these guys are working for. I actually don't have any idea what was the emulator business um, that got shut down by Nintendo. It was Kazoo. It did begin with a K, and I think it was a reference to Kazaa, but it might also not. It might have just been a coincidence. But it was like Kuzu. I think it was Kuzu. And then and then after they got shut down, uh, a bunch of guys spun off and made like Uzu or Izu or Kisu or something like that. And then they were immediately begun prosecution, but because of the way that prosecution works, especially in the United States, you're generally able to keep operating during prosecution, which allows them to, especially the ones that are selling their services, you're able to continue making money even while you are actively being prosecuted for that very thing. But the problem with things like emulation is that's generally, someone like Nintendo, they're not making more GameCubes, they're not making more Wii U's. And so, if you want to play a Wii U game, or if you want to play a GameCube game, I mean, how hard is it? How easy is it to go out and get a GameCube? Or say you have a GameCube and you need a fix. Well, Nintendo can't fix it for you. You have to go to one of these guys or somebody that did this for a very long time and is able to do it still. Maybe if you're in Japan, you can find some guy that works for Nintendo, or maybe some tech guy that fixes those all the time. But say you want to play the games on a 1080p screen with at 60 frames a second, or say you want to play Tears of the Kingdom at 4K at 60 frames a second. You can't exactly do that on Switch. Should probably actually type something. Oh, I shouldn't say I. The first analogy to come to mind. Why is the I don't know why it's doing that for some reason when I'm like deleting a sentence on the dot. To recontextualize. How do I say this? What did I type? Brings to mind a story. To repeat a story. Repeat a stolen story. To relay. Special ops. That's what I've been trying to think of earlier. I accidentally used double space, didn't I? I think I'm telling the story right. Prosthetic, yes. It's a TH. I think he ended up working with them for a while. I think I'm telling the story right. That's not the way you're supposed to say that. I don't know how you are. To reactivate, reinvigorate, not redraft, rejuvenate, maybe. Re-up. Not a U. Infantry, army, soldiers. I think pretty quickly is good here. Also, I am not joking at all about this. That is word for word what he or another guy said. Resume. Specific numbers or examples add impact to it. This is not a resume. This is not a resume. How do I say that? Is alongside one word? Okay. Okay, what I'm trying to see here is it's the same idea, really. Maybe not as much, but close, kind of. Let's say you have these 20 guys that are getting um, some instruction on how to like rework something. I don't know. They're taking a course from the shady guy on the internet on how to like hack Bluetooth devices or something, and they're just kind of regular dudes who are doing this for like money or something, or even more simply, Blu-rays. It's not the simplest thing in the world to hack a Blu-ray. And while yeah, there are places that you can learn how to do that on the internet, on the open internet, generally the people that are going to be hacking a Blu-ray are going to be some pretty smart guys. Do you really want them hacking Blu-rays? No, you want them like doing something useful. You want them fixing Teslas. You want them building electronic security systems for cars. You want them, maybe not those particular guys, but you want them working in a national at a like an energy plant, doing security. You don't want them hacking Blu-rays. You want them doing something useful. Even if they're just working at your local IT shop, it's better than essentially just wasting their expertise. Like, okay, I'm at 800 something words. Sorry. That's like a third, 2/3. I don't have much water left. I'm gonna. Oh, I actually have a Mountain Dew in the fridge. I can drink that. I'll be right back. I actually have a story about this guy. I got this from Johnson County Clinic Trials. They do these things. They do like final stage disease research. So like I'd gotten I'm working with them for this flu vaccine study or flu prevention study, something like that. And you go in there, you take a bunch of tests, you get a blood draw, you get a few injections, and you get out and you get like $200, a full-size candy bar, and a can of soda. It's like a really good deal. It's like, I don't know, an hour, maybe an hour and a half on maybe 2 hours, but then I don't actually know how much I ended up getting for it, but I got it's a good chunk of money. It's like completely worth it, even if you, especially if you have like a remote job that you don't need to be there all the time for. It's completely worth it. It's and I know these kinds of places are more common because just how some documents are worded. So maybe not. If you're within an hour, maybe of probably want to be closer than an hour, but if you're within like an hour or something of I think it's in Lenexa, Kansas. If you're in like an hour of Lenexa, Kansas, look them up. They're good people. They do good things. These researches, especially like that kind of thing, like disease research. If you want to do anything to help people out, do that. You might not have the right blood to do like blood donation. They need all kinds of people for that kind of stuff. Oof, so good. It's like elixir flavored battery acid. Mm. Column. Computer shop. Yeah, for your pharmacy. I always write like it's a conversation, like I'm speaking. It's kind of the nature of having not many books around, but having a lot of YouTube channels and stuff, and listening to a lot of streamers and podcasters. If you ever want book tip, Brandon Sanderson, specifically Stormlight Archives, very, very good books. Very long. He's at like book 4 of like 7 or something now, and they're each over 1,000 pages, but they're very good books. Very rich world, very rich characters, well put together systems of magic. They're fantasy books. Fantasy sci-fi, I guess. I didn't spell illegal, right? I don't even know if that is not right. How do you spell? I'm having a nerd moment. Illegal. What the heck? I always spell necessarily wrong when I don't remember how to spell it because I one C, two S's. That's not the right vein. Is it? Yeah, it is. Something smells deeply of chicken. I don't know what kind. Goodness sakes, I added way too many spaces. Hmm. I am going to... Can I mute desktop audio? Okay. And so if I go over here and click play over here, you guys can't hear it at all. Let me double check that. We, oh, let's go, you can. Awesome. I actually need to turn this up. I'm not sure. YouTube ads. I think he wins. Oh, what? Oh, do you just have to... I don't know how that works at all. uh... I'm literally just laughing at a YouTube video. How did you die? He stabbed me with a screwdriver. Oh. I love the side of their stupid little British accents, man. I need to set this to like 0.5 time or something because that's just playback speed 0.75. How can I? Oh, that's just clipping awfully. That's awful. That's awful. Okay. Can I set the volume down a little bit? All right, I can. Oh, why do you do that? Otis. Oh, he's gonna immediately beat him to death, isn't he? This leads into the next alien. Isn't he dead? air, empty. I'm totally just not paying attention. He just stabbed him. It's just so dumb, man. Is Deadshot on his team? Oh, Josh did get killed. It just did. Yeah, sorry. I'm actually gonna stop streaming. Thank you all for coming. Have a good one, and adios. All right.